Harjap Bhangal, he posted on Twitter a clip of him at the India-Pakistan game, and it was a Legends game, wasn't it?
Legends, exactly. It's not the current teams.
Yeah, India-Pakistan Legends game at Edgbaston, and he posted the clip of everybody sitting in the foyer, is it? They're sitting in the foyer watching...
holding a pre as you go up to the stands. Yeah.
Watching the penalties, and on the one side you got the Pakistan fans, on one side you got the India fans, and they're all rooting for the same cause. Trent Alexander-Arnold puts it in the top bins, and everyone goes wild. And I thought that was just a beautiful moment to show that even though we have allegiances to cricket teams abroad, it's the English football team here that we all support. And I thought
because
that
we're British,
that was nice. What's up, people? Welcome to this week's episode of the Indyanddr podcast. Hello, Gareth. Nice hoodie. Where'd you get it from?
It's from our boy, innit? DJ O'Fred. Welcome to the stage. The number one New York mashup DJ. People. DJ O'Fresh.
Nice hoodie.
Very nice.
Your favorite color?
It is one of my favorite colors. Actually, no, you're right. I like all kind of derivations of green. Something like green, man. Hence, this love. Do you know what? This pillow is lovely, but when you come here and pod, you do things to it. It goes between your legs, on your leg, on the floor. You drop coke on it. You just do things. You just manhandle it.
I need to clear out space for my.
I know. Legs, you just get your butt power. No? You're just like
big legs, man. It is what it is.
Oh, big man. Right, big man. But yes, from Umar on his most recent trip. Thank you for the gift, brother. Hopefully we see you soon again. I love the words. The champ is here. If you haven't checked it out, check out the song. You've seen that original clip in the film Ali, Indy.
Yes.
When he does the dun, 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 dun. The champ is here. Dun, 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 dun. So my cousin really used to be into that. And so this is like when I was in school, he was studying to be a doctor in Patiala, but he's from England. And this is like pre-iPods, maybe? I don't know. So somehow he'd worked out a way to just loop that clip, and he had it on a CD. And he just played to himself, just to get himself like going.
Just to get himself jock and bump.
Yeah. And the thing is, when I was in the car with him one time when he was playing it, I was just like, this is bad. This is like, again, pre kind of motivational speakers and, you know, kind of those videos that come out on YouTube now. So this is like the closest we had to that kind of stuff. So the fact that he used this phrase, the champ is here, I just love it, man. So yeah. We're going to start something different this week. We're going to go straight into...
Oh, easy. Hanji Budgies.
No, we're not finished the Perry-tamer yet.
We are. No. Do your Perry-tamer shit later. Okay. God. We're going straight into this. We are delivering on the thumbnail that people have just clicked on. Okay. Let's get straight to it. We could do your tamer in the next bit. All right.
Might as well. Yeah, fine.
Dig into it. So, Gareth, it's Thursday. The day after England have qualified for the Euro final. By the time people hear this, we will know the victor of if it is England or Spain. We hope it's England, but let's see. Maybe it is probably going to be Spain because they're a fantastic team. So, Harjap, have you seen him? Have you seen what he's done?
Are we potentially going to go? That was the thing I posted that we should go to. That was the game.
Yes, it was. So,
the Legends game.
Harjap Bhangal, he posted on Twitter a clip of him at the India-Pakistan game. And it was a Legends game, wasn't it?
Legends, exactly. It's not the current teams.
Yeah, India-Pakistan Legends game at Edgbaston. And he posted the clip of everybody sitting in the foyer, is it? They're sitting in the foyer watching...
They're holding a pre as you go up to the stands. Yeah.
Watching the penalties. And on the one side, you got the Pakistan fans. On the one side, you got the England fans. Sorry, on the one side, you got the India fans. And they're all rooting for the same cause, for England to win. And it was the last penalty... Trent Alexander-Arnold puts it in the top bins and everyone goes wild. And I thought that was just a beautiful moment to show that even though we have allegiances to cricket teams abroad, it's the English football team here that we all support. And I thought
because we're British, isn't
nice. It? Exactly. And that was nice.
It was very nice.
And it went stupid viral. It got 9.6 million views on Twitter. Right. As soon as he put it up, I saw it and I thought this will do numbers. And everybody started posting it. Right. Some of the quote tweets were flipping amazing. It says, somehow I missed this stuff from England's victory. It's wonderful stuff as the rival of India and Pakistan fans come together to watch England's penalty triumph, right? Don't show this to Nigel Farage. What else? Yeah.
All Asians uniting.
Proof that multiculturalism hasn't failed, right? Wholesome content, smiley face. Yeah, man.
There's just something about...
Are you watching this? Suella Braverman, Priti Patel, Nigel Farage, stick that up your ass, up the British Muslims, Sikhs and Hindus. It's nice, man. It's nice. It's nice seeing that.
Just something about football, isn't it? It's very unifying.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
although I met a patient yesterday. Well, it was the patient's husband, and I was like, "Oh, so you watching the game tonight?" So I was working during the game yesterday. I caught most of it though, and he's like, "No, it's not my sport." I was like, "All right, but you're watching it?" He's like, "Nah, rugby man." I was like, oh, "Okay, but you're still not going to watch it? Like, come on, like you're still going to watch it?" He's like, "Nah, I'm watching it." I was like, "Okay, fine."
Football's the biggest sport in England, man. This is what I don't get. But
I think it's the biggest sport in the world, isn't it?
That I don't know.
Yeah, I think if you look at the number of it depends what metric you're using, but the most number of streams when they compare, like, the World Cup final equivalent in all sports.
Oh, right. So in terms of like watched, viewed stuff, yeah, I see
football. And the way I think about it from an investor's mindset is, so if you look at something like the NBA, NFL, big stuff, but it's big America, but where all the guys, like Tom Brady, he owns part of, is it Birmingham City?
He's part of a consortium and he's the front of it, but he isn't the main owner per se.
But they got the Ryan Reynolds and Wrexham. Like, they all understand that football makes a lot of money. It's huge.
Yeah.
And so now they're understanding, like, okay, we need to invest in this stuff. So yeah, I think, I don't know, it's just, I'm not a big football guy, but Champions League, Euros,
the World Cup,
that's the one I was thinking about, and maybe the Premier League, if it's a title race, like kind of game, I'll watch that stuff. I think it's good. What I find, actually, let me ask you a question about a sub-question to your question, is when we watch, let's say, so who did England play in the group stages of this competition, Indy?
Slovakia.
Yeah. Slovenia as well?
Denmark. Slovenia were the final 16. Okay. Slovakia, Denmark. Thing is, because the games are so shit, I don't even remember who they played.
But those are good enough as examples. So, correct me if I'm wrong, again, non-football person, but when I watch these games, if I see England versus team, I'm like, oh, that should be easy. I have this perception,
correct,
that England, Premier League, best league in the world, should therefore have one of the strongest teams, and then you've got people like France, great, Spain, great, Italy, whatever. There are some strong teams, and you just think all the rest are just Amy Bundy. But then, like, this Euros has been the most goalless, like the most least number of goals I've seen in any kind of major football tournament. People talking about the pitches or whatever. But I'm like, these games are tight, man. These aren't like, people aren't running through each other. It's not like 5-6-0. Like, none of that's happening. Why do you have that perception that these other Emmy teams, like random like countries, are just, they're not, but they're actually tight games?
It's because football's changed now. It's less about individual brilliance. It's more about playing as a team. So when you play as a team and all of you follow the same principles, it becomes less about what an individual can do for you.
So more of a level playing field.
It's not a level playing field. It's how you approach the game. So some call it the Pep Guardiolification of football, which is he essentially strangled out all the flair and creativity in football and just made it into a system. And everybody's following the same system and principles now with how they make a football team.
Such as
it's not about, he doesn't like players that dribble too much. He wants you to essentially pass the ball around and make the right opportunity pass so that it leads to a goal. None of this, take a ball and put it in the top bins from 40 yards out, right? None of that.
So what type of goal does he prefer?
That is classified as a bad shot. He wants you to have a good quality shot, right? So
he doesn't want the 1 in 100 principles. He doesn't want the 1 in 100. He wants the thing that's going to produce the most opportunities, and therefore, like you say in marketing, the conversions are going to go up if you increase the number of leads.
Exactly. So and he's more about thinking about stats and XG, etc., and how expected goals and all this new era.
Is he like
bollocks, right?
Moneyball?
No, he isn't like that. But obviously, he thinks of the most opportunistic outcomes that are going to get you the best results. And then every team has started following this now because they're thinking, well, it's the best way to make a team if you do that, and everybody plays to the same way of football. So football's changed. And hence why you're not getting these individual moments where players will do amazing things. England have had a few of them, flipping Saka's goal to bail him out to take him through to extra time, Bellingham's overhead kick to take him through, Ollie Watkins' goal. Like, those are flashes of brilliance that are needed and shows that it is essential in football to get by. But a lot of teams don't buy into this. And that's fair, because if you're a team of, say, Austria or Turkey, you don't have a star player. You have very good players, and they're the ones that kind of allow you to have, a level playing field.
Because when they show like the golden era of Brazilian football, and you see like
2002 World Cup,
Ronaldinho like a back heel, and then Ronaldo comes in,
Rivaldo,
like Kaká, like all these people. But like when it's just like, or even the Spanish team that won like those 2 Euros like consecutively, where it's like dig 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 and then through ball and then bang bang bang, and it's just like we're not seeing. I haven't seen any of that kind of play, like that real flair.
Yeah, but
like,
England
bang,
never
bang,
play
bang,
like
bang.
that.
No, I'm not talking about England. I'm talking about any team. I mean,
Spain are playing in that way now. They are,
but they still don't look like the the Spain team that we grew up with. Like,
but you're not gonna, because they had star players, right? This is not as starry. They still got very good players, but you haven't got Xavi, Iniesta, Fabregas, Torres. Like you haven't got that. It's different.
Yeah. It's different. No, it's definitely different, man. That kid though, man, that 16-year-old.
Yamal.
Fearless football, man.
Lamine Yamal. Yeah.
Like I felt the first half England yesterday, I said this to Jamie today, I was like, it's something about England, man. They need to concede. And then they're just like, okay, we need to go and do it. So in the final, just score an own goal, first minute, and then just go for it, man. There's something about them, isn't there?
Not against Spain.
Obviously. But that first half, they looked like, like when you feel like they're just playing at school, at break. They were just so relaxed, and it was just chill, and everything was working.
And then second half, it was like,
flow. Yeah. Then it's like, the break in it. The break just it happens.
So yeah, that clip from Harjap was lovely. I like that. I thought it was a nice, poignant moment of multiculturalism, showing that it has succeeded. Have you seen the England
multiculturalism?
Multiculturalism being people of all different backgrounds, faiths, etc., are still embedding into society, and they're still a part of it and propping it up. So with this, India, Pakistan, big rivalry across the world, but still then the uniting factor for everybody in England is the England football team. So much so you'll bail out of a cricket game to go and watch the penalties, celebrate together in the foyer, and then go back into your rival zones and have a cricket game that is going to be essentially against each other again, which is nice.
Our previous pod, one of the things you talked about with the Cloud Boys was the point that I brought, which is about people who live here integrating society. I think that's a very good example. I should have quoted that as an example. It had happened, but yeah, that's a very good example of when it works.
It's nice. And then I showed, I saw a clip of, starting 11 of England without immigration. Guess who are the players in the starting 11 that only classify for that?
Yeah. It's the keeper.
Yeah.
Pickford. Declan Rice?
No.
Okay, wait. Just give me the line. Which line is it?
There's an attacker and a defender.
Yeah, there is a defender, isn't it? Trippier.
No.
Palmer?
No.
Oh, no, not Palmer.
Palmer's not a defender. I'll just tell you, man, this is going to get long, all right? John Stones,
Stones, that's it.
And Phil Foden. 3 players out of the 11.
Yeah.
If that would have been the 11 if immigration wasn't a thing in England.
When you say immigration was a thing, as in they're all born here, but somebody before has come and...
Some of their family members, So Harry Kane, I think Harry Kane's actually Irish. Could be wrong in thinking that. But he's not actually, English in that way if you want to go back to his historical
LBC,
roots.
better get back to LBC.
So this is what I'm saying. And also the guys who scored the pens for England, all 5 of them, black. So there you go. Even Cole Palmer, his granddad's black. So it's just nice. It's nice to see that everybody can actually embrace it, let it be, and it's okay, and no one blames anyone either for fucking up or anything like that.
Why would you blame when they're winning? Blame comes when they don't win.
Yeah, I get that. But when England, But when
there's
England
no colour when
win,
you're winning.
When England didn't win against France and Harry Kane ballooned that penalty over. Yeah,
we were there, remember?
And he ballooned that penalty over. No one sent him any racist messages, right? It was
obviously because he's white, isn't he? That's it. What the haven?
There you go.
Yeah, and then when Saka missed it, we obviously saw what happened. So.
Yeah. He got his vindication, man. I got a lot of love for that kid, even though he's an Arsenal fan. Got a lot of time for him.
He's he's a good kid.
Then people were stopping their wedding to watch the penalties on the weekend gone.
Which part of the wedding?
The wedding reception. So the wedding reception was there. They had the DJ and the screen at the back, and they changed the DJ screen to show the England penalties. And they were all there watching and celebrating, fucking bang it in. There you go. Trent puts it in. Everyone's celebrating. And it goes back to DJing. And I thought, love it, man. Love it. That's super nice. And lastly, I've just said this to you now, but the Killers yesterday, they were playing live at the O2 and they put the England game on in the background. Mad. And the theme of the song that people have been singing, apparently, the fans, they've been singing Mr. Brightside by the Killers and they picked up on this. So they had the game on. The game finishes, they light up a bunch of fireworks, pyrotechnics, etc., flares, and then they start playing Mr. Brightside. And everyone said this is like peak English culture. And I thought, that's actually banging. So all nice moments, man. I just hope England go all the way. They don't. Jello, it was a nice run. But these moments, man, live for them. Live for them when everything comes together.
England win the Euros. Tiga? How do you feel about Gareth Southgate then?
I still don't like him, but Charlie won the Euros, isn't it? It's a bit like Man United and Erik ten Hag. I don't like him as a manager, but he won the FA Cup, so he's not going to get sacked. See what I mean? It makes you immune.
Yeah, okay.
There's winning a cup, and then there's the way you win the cup, right? So
got it, but the history of England managers,
yes, I get it.
The most successful.
But even when England won the Rugby World Cup, it was Johnny Wilkinson doing a bunch of drop kicks, right? That won it, which isn't technically the right way to win a rugby game if you're a purist.
Who's saying that? Sorry,
purists. Basically, I went to school. With a bunch of guys who are massively into rugby. Yeah.
Okay.
And when I asked them, like, isn't that the way to not win a rugby game? Surely it's got to be by tries. They said it doesn't matter. He won. I said, fair. Results over, the way you play. Cool. But taking that same analogy and putting it into football, if England keep playing the way they are, like scumbagging it basically, it's not sustainable for good results. That's all. So if it all comes crashing down on Sunday, then we know why. But if it works again and we scumbag it again, then cool. But it's not a sustainable way of playing football.
It just sounds like you can never be right with England, doesn't it?
Hence why Southgate is very emotional.
They've got to win, and they've got to win the right way, and they have to keep winning. It's not possible, is it? But I think take the win for the win, man. He's semi-final, 2 finals.
But like I said,
legend
3 different players with individual moments bailed out England, right? It wasn't like they were silky slick moves that bailed it out, right? The overhead kick, the Saka cut-in, and the Watkins turn and finish. Which, by the way, was a class finish. And there were all moments of great individual technique and skill. But it wasn't because they had such a great system in place that allowed for those goals to be made.
Apart from the first half, though, that was good football. They didn't look like England.
It was decent, yeah.
I watched them and I was like, man, you've been hustling, man. It's like Gareth's like, this was
the
like,
best football they played all
this was like? This was like Focus Stars 2015. When we put a shit promo out and everyone's like, these guys can't do Bangla.
Yeah, bro, this is definitely that where everybody's going to understand that exact analogy.
Exactly. Right. If you're in Bangla, you understand. If you don't,
yeah, definitely.
Maybe I can find it. That promo is a very funny promo. But yeah, I felt like they were hustling, man. And then Gareth's like, Hyundai Q. And then bang, bang, bang. Everyone was just on it, man. They were just happy. I think that's all it was. Oh, but that was not a penalty. How we not talking about this?
But it was a scumbag of a penalty. It's one of those where like you're pissed if it goes against you, but you'll take it.
Yeah. Referee ne kehta.
It is what it is.
Mainu nahi pata tusi ode naal gaal karo.
The analogy I give is if somebody heads that ball and the boot is that high, it's a foul. So how are you going to do it?
So what's the claim here for the penalty? That the studs make contact with Harry's what?
With Harry's boot, yeah.
That's the claim, yeah?
Yeah.
After Harry has gone for a shot.
But you could do that for any foul because players put in challenges all the time. And normally after the ball's been struck and there is a challenge, there is follow through momentum, right? You don't just completely not hit the player. There is follow through. So it is what it is. We'll take it.
Do you also, if somebody fouls in the box and is given a penalty, you have to therefore give them a yellow card? Is that?
No, you don't have to give them a yellow card. No.
Oh, you don't? Okay. It's not the fact that you've gone down and it's a penalty. It has to be a yellow card.
The ref just gave it.
Interesting. I was nervous about Kane in that penalty though. I was like, and then Gardner, he's going to go again.
Nah, he's very good at pens, except for when he's tired.
In that game that we watched, he did score a pen, didn't he, in the game? This is the second pen, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yeah. He scored the first one.
Yeah. But the second one he ballooned over.
How do you feel about France going out?
I feel like
you're happy.
No, I'm not happy.
I feel like you don't like. I don't like France.
No. Either way, I've got Spain in the sweepstakes at work, so I want to win. So there you go.
Now I know how you feel.
There you go. But Spain have played class football, man. I've loved watching them play. Like so good. Very silky, very smooth, just pure attacking.
Yeah.
The way they work the ball into the box is nice.
Yeah. It feels like, again, non-football person, but I feel like long balls going to is it byline, touchline? What do you call it? The goal line. Oh, is it goal line? What do you call it?
The byline. Yeah.
Here's a byline. Yeah. Going to the byline, just trying to put it across the, like, to me, those kind of tapping goals, like proper goals that you're saying, like the Brazilian day, like outside the box,
where they work the ball beautifully,
and it just you're like,
or even the footwork, like ooh.
Yeah. Like Foden, like that one that was stopped on the line, that was pretty good. But you just don't see those. Like, but you watch Spain, you're like, oh wow, yeah, that feels like the old style football, man. That's what we want to see. Or like, you remember that World Cup where there was like 24 passes? And they showed it, and then it was.
Now you understanding. That is real football. Okay. So there you go. All nice moments, man. Feel good pod. I like it. I was very, very happy seeing all these little things come together. It was beautiful. Anyway, tell me yours. Tell me your question.
Question. So let's do a Punjabi word for the day. Indy, 2 words for you today. Tika, what is this mean?
What does this mean?
Yeah, that's bad English, isn't it? Wow. Do you know someone recently put on our comments, but you've got an Indian accent or something? I don't know if you saw that comment.
I didn't see it.
I didn't understand it. I was like, oh, okay. I can either tell you the word and you tell me the meaning, or I can tell you the English word and you tell me the Punjabi word for it. What would you prefer?
Try the second. We'll test my limits.
Difference in Punjabi.
No idea.
Okay. Farakh.
Oh shit! I did know that. Koi fark nahi. Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
People say that a lot. I don't actually know what it fully means.
There's no difference. Yeah.
There you go. Koi fark nahi. There's a difference. Yeah.
Tere te mere vich ki fark hai?
What's the difference between me and you?
Yeah, I'm asking you as a question. What is the difference?
What is the difference? Well, you wear a barka for one, right?
There's
about 7 inches of height in there as well, but yeah.
Midnight boys ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਟਕਾ ਨਾ ਬੰਨਿਆ ਕਰੋ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਹੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਕੁਝ put something ਪਾਲਾ ਕੁਝ
yeah
all right park good that's right. Now second one, ready? Bardaasht. I feel like you're thinking Badshah.
Very close.
I know you're like.
Go on, Bardaasht. Yeah.
All right. Indyanddr, ਇਸ podcast ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਬਰਦਾਸ਼ਤ ਕਰਦਾ.
Still don't know.
Okay. Tolerate.
You tolerate me in the podcast? Little bastard.
Well, why do you put little in there? Why are you going to make it by that, bro?
Because
more comments in the doctor. Oh, I'm totally new, doctor. I was like,
थोड़ा कोई height की problem या तो सी.
But I was like, problem, bro. It's not a competition, man. I feel like there's a skit. I don't know if you've seen in Kevin's early days where he's in this like proper SUV gaddi. He pulls up, and they got the light some kudi. And kudi's checking him out. For whatever reason, he has to get out of the car. He has to hop down. He's like, Chota. He's like, oh my god, he's got no legs. Oh shit, man. Yeah, little bastard. Yeah. All right, big man. I remember that one.
People say that a lot about your little rascal. Like people say that.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I know why you said it.
It wasn't me cussing your height. It was just a thing.
That was intentional. Very intentional.
It was intentional.
Do you know what, Sanj? When you're listening to this, I want you to listen to it and watch him as he says it and tell me, is this intentional, Indy?
Okay.
Here you go. Do the rock. No, do the.
Okay.
I sent it to Meher, man. It set her off. It was so good. I was like,
why?
Fine. I can't remember. Oh God. Oh, she said something in our family group, and I was like, okay. And I was like, oh yes, I got the time to use that rock.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But yeah, Bardaasht. Tolerate. But again, it's one of those words that's got so much, dum.
It feels like oomph behind it when you say
it. I mean, dum, Bardaasht. Say it, Bardaasht. And you gotta.
It's your boy. No, Bardaasht.
Bardaasht. ठीक है? So you've had difference. Fark. Fark. Bardaasht. Fikker.
Fikker is worry.
Yeah, buddy.
Fucking yes, son. That's what I'm saying. Right there. Yes. All right.
कोई फिक्र ना कर तू.
Fikker na kar, yeah. That is one of my most favorite phrases I've heard.
भाई कोई चिंता नहीं, कोई फिक्र ना करो. Chinta is the other word for it, like anxiety. Right.
Beautiful.
What is now? This is a great word. Plum.
Ooh, I haven't heard plum in Punjabi.
You ready for this? And again, disclaimer: there are multiple words for it. Like we have bagugosha. Okay, there are other words for pear as well. So for plum, there are more words, and if you go and Google Translate, they'll give you the more common word. But this is another word for it. Ready? Aloo bukhara.
Aloo bukhara.
Which is basically saying the aloo got a bukhar. You know what bukhar is? You want to have a cough. Right, have a cough. It's what you are now, actually. It's what you are most of the time. What's bukhar? Fever.
Ill.
Unwell, yeah. But no, it's bamar. Bamar is when you're unwell. Bukhar is like when you have a fever. So aloo bukhara. The aloo, the potato, got a fever and then turned into a?
Turned into a plum.
That's it.
What a great analogy.
What
a great story.
That's it. You're never going to forget now. Can I have one, please? One aloo bukhara, please. Aloo no hoya.
Give me one unwell potato.
Potato.
Thank you.
Potato. And there you go. Those are my questions. You know, I've just
beautiful.
Giving some.
I like that. That was nice.
Did you finally? Let's just run. Did you see that one guy who went off again about why are you spelling it Punjabi, not Panjabi?
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's just address this. So, in the Punjabi alphabet, the way you spell Punjabi alphabet,
you went alphabet.
Yeah, alphabet. Yeah,
alphabet.
In the Punjabi alphabet, yeah. When you spell Punjabi, it's a accent on top. I don't know the exact name for the accent. Yep. Sorry, excuse me, Punjabi linguists. Yeah, there's a loop at the top. That is a sound. Punjabi. That's how it is. So therefore, it's not a. There is no era. There is no kanna. It's So you say Punjabi. That's what I was taught as a kid, and that's what I'm going to go for. It's on all the literature, all the books. I don't care if Siddha Musiala spelled it Panj. All right,
and Punjabi MC as well.
And I don't care if he spells it in that way. It's fine. Whatever makes you happy.
That's how
we've done it, boss.
What's on our OG book?
Punj.
You sure? The orange one, yeah?
Yeah, I can go and look if you want, or you can go and have a look if you want. Go and grab it. I'm pretty sure it's spelled Punjabi. If not, I will eat my humble pie and accept that I was wrong. But seriously, people were making a fuss out of absolutely nothing. It's not that big a deal. Relax. Get over it. Enjoy your life. Bigger fish to fry. Pan. But hold it there. No. Hold your hand underneath. Your hand underneath. No, damn it, that's JS. No, I'm trying to see where it's spelt Punjabi in the book.
What did you say you were going to do if it was not?
I'll eat my humble pie. That's fine. But I thought it was spelled P-U-N.
Yeah. The thing that got to me was more like, bro, look at the big picture, man. Fine, you can make that comment, Tika, and shouts to DJ Trug. He got into debate with that guy for us. It's great. You should check out his mix on SoundCloud. He's also a doctor. He's very, very cool. One of his mixes I listen to on a daily basis. So very cool guy. Shout out to Trug. He just got into it with him. He's like, bro, big picture, man.
Doesn't
Talk
matter.
Punjabi. Like, exactly. But
it's like the Sikh and Sikh argument. Does it really matter? Does it matter if someone calls us Sikh? Am I going to try and sit there and make you say Sikh? It's cool. Like, I don't expect you to say things in that way. Unless I want you to say it explicitly in that way, like it is with words. With names.
I think with something like that specific example, I think it's a bit like, it's like when you're in Rome, right? And you say, where's the Colosseum? And the text over there, no, Colosseo. I think it's important, whether someone continues to say it, So, for example, our recent clip, right? I can't remember which clip it was, but someone who I work with messaged us, DM'd us, and you said, "I think this is for Doctor." Yeah,
There's a few of those.
Yeah, okay, fine. Shout out to Lauren from work, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't realize you guys call it." She's Gordy. She's like, "Oh, you call it sick," and now she will use that terminology. She's like, "Sick,"
which is cool.
Which is really cool. I'm like, great, man. Like, you get it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to tell somebody off.
If I correct you with it and you follow that suit, that's fine. But I'm not gonna. It's one of those things where I'm not that bothered about it.
It's not for me. Again, it's not big picture.
But if it's your name, that is big picture to you. Some people might get upset about it. Some people might get upset about it. Some don't. You know. Whatever helps you sleep at night. How about that?
Chugga.
It's in the beat, but okay.
All right.
Do the sing song. Do the sing song.
The what song?
The sing song of my name.
Which is what, sorry?
The one that Shindy does.
Hinder the beat, 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 hinder the beat.
The mic just went really weird, but okay, thank you.
I changed it up. I
can tell. To it. The mic can handle it. Too much power.
Wow.
And now we go into the new segment.
Lovely.
Or is it new? Let's see.
Confessions of Brown Monday.
Oh, that was smooth. That was very smooth.
It's been a while.
Very smooth.
It's been a while since we've done that,
It has been.
It feels like we didn't pod for a while, yeah. Okay. What is the definition of a good friend, Indy? How do you define a good friend?
Oh, fuck, this is a loaded question.
Yeah. It'll become apparent why I'm asking this question.
A good friend.
Dun, dun, dun. Male to male, we're talking.
I feel like there's different levels to friendship with different people and you have different expectations.
Best friend. Give me the qualities of how you define best friend, male to male.
For me, it's somebody that I know if I call them late at night, they'll pick up.
Okay.
That's the criteria I'm dealing with, okay?
There you go. Anything else?
Obviously, you got to know a lot about you. They understand your inner workings, your ins and outs, your family history, all that stuff, all your context.
Your family history.
Your family history. History of diabetes.
Do you know
right?
No. See, do you know what? That's so understated. Yeah, underrated and understated. Knowing it's not family history because that makes it medical. It's like family dynamics, right? Like the characters of the family. Like knowing that your friend is pissed off because this banda is a dickhead, and you know why he's a dickhead, right?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, that doesn't get talked about enough. That's really good.
Understand the family history, the dynamics. What else did they understand about you? They don't forget your birthday. That's one. That's important.
Why is that important?
I don't know. I just feel like it's something that's become apparent over time. I'm like, okay, if you forgot my birthday, I'm like, I talk to you nearly every day in the year. Just say it, innit? Like,
so then just like tell me innit on the day.
Oh, sure.
The thing is, right? So that's a nice, actual, beautiful segue into my confession. I'm going to show you something, actually.
Go on, show me the screenshots. Give me the goss.
Exhibit A.
Give me the gossip.
All right. So
I want it all. Come on, hurry up, man. Scroll faster. Use those fingers. Those lovely fingers you use.
We're looking at the 28th of June. Do you go?
Okay. Oh, don't hit the mic. Yeah, you have a lot of shit in your calendar. Yeah.
No, but I want you to look at the
Okay, 28th of June. It says, Akand Part, Mission Impossible, Raj and something, My Best something, and then Part.
And actually, if you click on it, there's more things in that day, right? So
the camera's out of focus now. Do you want to bring it back in focus?
Yeah.
There you go.
So yes, I am busy, but it's holding information for other people. Like Shindy. So it might not be my stuff per se, but it just needs to be there. And sometimes it's like reminders and whatnot. Oh, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. What's up?
One second.
What you done?
Sorry. Meher just tried to FaceTime. No, Meher tried to FaceTime me, but I don't know how it came through. That's interesting.
Well, that was fun.
Anywho, that was, it may happen again, but obviously that's on airplane mode. What was I saying to you?
You have holding events in your calendar.
I forgot Roda's birthday.
Roda himself?
Yeah.
Big man.
Good.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Wow.
Of all the friends, I'm quite good. And actually with extended family members, as soon as somebody's had a birthday, I didn't know it was a birthday.
You do the birthday server.
It goes in the calendar. And then it's there, right? And it's in a different color, like birthdays are in a different color.
And you write it in the group.
No, this is like, no, I'm not talking about that. I private message people. And see, with close friends, I have private little groups. Even though we might be in one big group as well. In the same way we have the one with the Insands, right? So that Friday was really busy. And then on Saturday, he sent me a Google Calendar invite and another one. So I've got his birthday in the calendar anyway, but he sent me one saying, it's your best friend's birthday for that day and set it for annual. And then I was like, oh, shit. I was like, this is bad.
Absolute gutta.
Add on to that, I told you this already. It was Shuraj, his missus' birthday a few weeks earlier. To be fair, in my defense,
go on.
I didn't know it was Shuraj's birthday. But for whatever reason, on that day, in our group with them, I dropped the Nag reel about koi penis te le juga. And then Raj private messaged me and was like, by the way, Shuraj's birthday, can you say something nice, like stop dropping penis reels?
Stop self-plugging your fucking podcast, yeah? It's not about you narcissist, right?
Well, it was more giving credit to Raj, right? Because it was his thing. But what a day to do it, right? And so then on that day, the next day or that day, I sent Shuraj a Google Calendar invite for her own birthday. I was like, listen, it's in there now, right? No messing about. And then I go and forget Roda's, and then just see it's interesting, right? So I don't know if you'd read the confession. That's why you put it on the criteria.
No, I hadn't.
But missing your birthday, so then that's interesting.
That's why I hadn't. I hadn't looked at it.
I have the same criteria as you, but the birthday thing isn't a big thing for me.
But for some people it is though, because over the years you went from being in school where everybody said it to you, and then you leave school, you go into like university, then a new people come through and say it to you, then you exit university. And then those numbers dwindle year on year on year. And so you're just with your core people.
And then it's just mummy, daddy.
Yeah, right. But it's also your core people message you, man. And I'm like, okay, me and Sanj have it in calendars for all friends. Have it on there. We're like, yep, it's in there. Cool, at least we know. Because I know one message to somebody means a lot to them, especially at our age. I'm not saying we're old, but, compared to what life used to be for you, to now,
like exactly. You go through that phase where everyone on Facebook, everyone of your friends puts out like a generic happy birthday message. You're like, well, that's got no value in it. So these kind of personal messages, and I actually take a lot of pride in the messages I send people. I try and be very intentional with my words rather than just
happy birthday, mate. Have a great day.
I don't like generic, which is why I think the card that you guys got, Shindy. Artist Sanj
doing it,
it's just brilliant. Like it's priceless. It's priceless. Like the one you gave us for Christmas with our first Christmas with Ikam. It's in Ikam's special baby album. I was like, it's just brilliant. It's genius.
It is nice. Yeah. It makes all the difference in my opinion. I feel like girls do this very well.
Did you know it was his birthday?
No, I didn't. I feel like girls know this very well.
Wait, no. You land on your point in a second. Just imagine you had said happy birthday to him and I hadn't said happy birthday. Do you know what would have happened? I'll tell you what would have happened.
Control Alt Delete, mate. That's what would have happened. I would have been in there. You would have Control Alt Deleted your friendship, and I would have been the Windows restore. Right, that would have been me. Indy.
You're the what's it called?
I am the new
safe mode.
Look at me.
Safe mode.
I am the iOS
best
now,
friend.
Okay,
I am the best friend now.
I am the Windows now. Okay,
I would have been outed. You what you said. You would have said to Raj, like, let's be honest, Raj. I watch football. I watch F1.
That's it.
You and me, mate. He doesn't know about any of this stuff. What's the value in that? What's the value in that friendship?
That's it.
Nothing. He keeps calling you Roda. He keeps talking about penises. Like,
See?
what do you? That's it.
These are the things you got to consider.
Sanj, he's making a move. He's making moves. That's what I'm going to say.
Anyway, ladies do this very well. But I feel like because they set the bar so high, if they don't reciprocate that, it's a problem. So there are some friends that I have on Instagram who, whenever I click on their story, I know they just use their story as a shout out to their friend on their birthday. And it's not like a one post. It's like happy one post, birthday second post, 2 third post, you fourth post, and then they at the person in the 5th one. And I thought, okay, now I just don't look at the story because I know it's simply going to be that and nothing else. Yeah. So there you have it. They've set the bar like high. Yeah. And then you think to yourself year on year, if that's not fulfilled, something went off there. They're not friends anymore. You know, it's been a while.
In our school space, QM boys, one of my mates, Rajiv, he has this thing about he sends happy birthday 0000.
What a guy. That is unbelievable commitment.
Right. But not to everyone. He says not to everyone, but then, magically.
Not all birthdays are created equally, he says.
Yeah, mine tend to get the 000 treatment, and then some of the other friends won't get it. Shout out Gerdish, and Gerdish would be like, why didn't I get the treatment? Why am I at like 10 past midnight?
Why am I a letdown? Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, he's got kids and stuff now. Like sometimes he'll do the next day at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 a.m. You're like, well, you failed that one, didn't you, mate? Like, come on, 7 hours. Like,
step it up, man. Yeah. Step your game up, son.
He set the bar. That's high. Yeah.
Poor guy.
So I am now working towards rebuilding Rishta with Zorta.
What did he say to you exactly?
He sent me a voice note. He's like, by the way.
What did he say in the voice? By the way, you forgot my birthday. Thanks.
He didn't say anything like that. I can't remember what he said, but it was all very nice. It was just, I think he just narrated and told me about his birthday. He was like, yeah, I had a good birthday. This is what I did. And I was like, yeah.
Were you apologetic?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Said sorry.
That's it.
I can't remember. I mean, I've got the voice.
How are you going to make it up to him, Karan?
I don't know.
Are you going to take his dog for a walk?
I think.
I'm giving ideas here.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like phobia, like that's. I need to build up to that.
That is how you're making up with your friend right there. You're like, I am going to tackle my phobia and deal with your dog because I'm a good friend. That's what you're going to have
nightmares. Yeah, I'm just going to deal with it all in one go. Years and years repressed trauma.
That's it.
Just do it. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to do something. Maybe I'll get him some hair.
That's not going to help, is it?
What?
It's a bit late for that, isn't it?
You can deed or die him.
What, you're going to get him a wig? Ooh.
Other options, Indy? Other options.
Maybe he likes being bald. How about that?
He does.
Maybe he likes the waterfall that happens on his head when it's raining outside.
He said something to me once. What did he say? He goes, I knew it was happening and I knew it was too late. And then I just said, off.
Fuck it. It's done.
He goes, that's it. I'm going to go all the way. And then he just embraced it. So
fair play.
Fair play, man. So yeah, that was my confession. I did bad things. If I ever forget your birthday,
you won't.
Listen, if I did, we still have to pod. You have to be professional about that, okay?
No. I will kick up a fuss. I will make you feel bad.
All right.
Then we will pod.
Okay.
You understand that, yeah?
I understand you'll try and do that, and then Sanj will be like, Indy, get over it.
No. I know why you won't forget my birthday, because it's your one time in the year where you can put some dirty shit of me up on a story. And you're like, I've been waiting for this. And all day you're sitting there looking at the archives like, what am I going to post? That's what you're doing. Okay. So I know you'll never forget.
Indy stretching.
You will never forget.
The price. Okay. All right. I think you're just telling yourself now.
No, it's true.
No, you'll never forget me.
You'll never forget.
Me. Yeah. Say it.
No, it isn't me. You'll never forget because of the opportunity it gives you. I know how your inner workings are. If it benefits you, yeah. You will happily get on board with it. I'm telling you, I know you.
That's a bit deep. That's a bit deep. I don't think I do things to benefit myself.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying in this situation,
that's exactly what you said.
In this situation, because it benefits you, you will not forget.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. That what you described was started by you. You started posting pictures. No.
I posted one thing of you.
No. You got me at Kenny Meher's house.
Rolling around the floor.
Rolling around. You've got me with gloves on, cleaning pande. You got me in
What's wrong with that? That was a very domesticated
there's
image.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying you started it. So I'm like, okay, this is what we do on birthdays. So then I'll do this in your birthday. That's
good.
What it was.
And now playing the long game, you're not going to forget now, are you? All right?
You wait till next year.
Telling you, long game.
You wait till I'm going to be silent.
I am all-knowing. I know all.
Wow, it's Rabbi.
All of it.
Rab.
All of it.
Rab. Indyanddr, Lord.
Sure.
That's what Indyanddr means?
Sure.
Lord.
Okay.
That's what your name means. I'm not making it up, am I?
What does V mean?
V means warrior.
So I'm Lord Warrior.
You are Lord Warrior.
Get in. There's Lord Farquaad, and there's Lord Warrior.
Then there's Lord Warrior.
All right, let me go on to my bit. So,
John.
been doing some DIY gum with the wife. I learned how to wallpaper.
It's not easy, is it?
Wallpapering adventures
out of 10
were not easy. So, first time we did it, we tackled the study, which hence why I'm not potting in there because it looks good, but it's still drying and stuff. So Sanj wanted to start doing it on Saturday. I think she took the Friday off. She started taking some stuff out the wall. And she peeled off a bunch of the wallpaper.
Taking stuff out of the wall?
Yeah.
Off the wall?
So the previous owners, they left a bunch of wall plugs in the wall. And what they'd done was they glued this desk in with I shit you not, about 16 holes. And I thought, what the fuck? Okay, so we managed to unscrew it and take it off. But as you do it, plastic came off the wall. And then there was wallpaper on top of it that was base paper, basically, right? And Sanj said, okay, I'm going to have to peel this off. So you have to wet the wall, peel it off. Yep. She peeled it all off. I helped her on the second day with scraping it off and stuff. Then you polyfiller it in places. You try and get all the plugs out the wall. That is long. Trying to take wall plugs out of a wall. Some of them I just pushed them in and covered it because it just wouldn't come out. And you have to get the right screw thickness or girth, some like to say, to make sure it fits and then put it out.
Yeah.
It's not it. It's horribly difficult. So did that, put up the wallpaper, and it looked okay. It looks okay. You can tell that we started on one side, it was really good. Then we got more and more tired, and then it just didn't look that good at the end. And then trying to wallpaper around sockets and plug switches and light switches. In all the tutorial videos I've watched on YouTube, this is where YouTube really let me down, okay? People unscrew the light switch so they can pull it out. Ours was glued on, so I couldn't do that. So I had to be really precise with the way I cut it. Completely got it wrong. Had clearance on both sides too much. I was like, well, this is great. It looks shit. And you know me, I don't like things being done badly. Shit. But we said, okay, fine, it's done. Put it up. And then on the back wall, Sandra's got really nice wallpaper. She put that up herself because I was watching the England game. She put the wallpaper up. It looked really good. And then at the top of the frame, she cut it a bit short and then she got wallpaper and stuck it on. And it just looked that little bit off. It looked like it had just been stuck on. And I was like, Sandra, you might have to redo that bit. She's like, no, I don't want to. And I was like, I think we need to. And because all the wallpaper we put up had air bubbles in it in places, we said, let's just rip it off and start again. So we ripped it all off, started it again, did it all again today. It turned out better. And then you got to paint over it. Note to self, let wallpaper dry for 24 hours before you start painting over it. Because when you do that, it bubbles up and it doesn't stick anymore because it's still drying. So that was fun. Now the room looks good. But DIY-ing is in firm action. I cut around the light switch perfectly. It looks flush, looks clean, nothing wrong.
That's the word, flush. Yeah.
Mate, flush and clean. Then we put the nice wallpaper up again. And then against the door frame, because the sealant was applied unevenly, as I cut along the side of it, it was uneven. It had chunks missing, so it was really jagged. So I said, we have to do this wallpaper again. She said, why? Third time now. She said, why? I said, because this looks shit. Took it off, sanded down the wall at the edge there completely so it was nice and crisp. Yeah. And then did it all again and it came out perfect. I was like, yeah, there you go, I'm happy. But fuck me, DIY is hard gum. and it is not easy, and it is tedious, and you can get frustrated and pissy, and you just want to tear the paper in half sometimes. But it is what it is. Persistence.
Two
YouTube,
questions.
and carry
Two questions.
On. Yes.
Did you use kitch kitch technique anyway?
I did have the kitch kitch gun, so I had to buy the sealant gun, and I had to sealant around the edges because as we pulled off the wallpaper, it pulled off sealant out of the skirting. So I did kitch kitch all along the skirting. It turned out well. I was very happy with that.
You know what kitch kitch is now, so there you go.
There you go. I was very happy with that. Yeah.
Second question is, DIY is it's misleading in its name.
Yeah.
You can do it yourself. Should you do it yourself is a different question. Now, look, I know
they should call it DIYW. Do it yourself well. Okay, that's what it should be. Do it yourself.
Yeah,
well.
it's like
someone should start a business with that. Okay.
Yeah.
DIYW. Do it yourself well. Me.
Or like DIY if you can. Like I think that needs to be there. I think when they sell DIY, it's like anybody can do it. And I think you're right. With YouTube, it's like, 30-second video. It'll take me 30 seconds. No, that doesn't work like that.
All the pre-prep. Even when you're wallpapering onto a wall that has been plastered, the wallpaper doesn't sit nice. In these videos, it's sitting all crisp and clean. It looks so nice. Bro, the air bubbles is unbelievable on this wallpaper because plaster doesn't stick very well. And trying to get things to stick onto it is very difficult. And because you pull things out the wall, it's uneven. So you have to polyfiller over it smooth. Then you have to sand it all down smooth. You can't have bumps. Like, it's hard. It's not easy. It is a skill.
No, it's definitely a skill. And that's the point I was going to make. Obviously, look, London is London, right? And I know, I don't know, but handyman prices there.
Bro, I ain't paying it.
I don't want anyone to think like what it is. But here, it's good, man. It's blessed. It's like £10 an hour. And
materials are expensive for example, now, bro. Buying paint, wallpaper, everything. You're looking at about 100, 150 quid. Like, it's not cheap to buy it all.
Do you know the job you're trying to get done for the back studio with the running the wire, right?
Yeah.
So our guy who does like all our handiwork, I got him to run wire around the whole house. 8 hours of work. The wire, like I already had the wire, 80 quid. 8 hours of work, 80 quid. But it's all done. Like, you just can't, like, and I was like, wow, like, that would take me a long time to do. So, yeah, man. Power to you, man.
Agreed.
DIY projects, they're not easy.
Not for the faint-hearted. Then Sanj and Dad repainted the whole living room because I was working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They repainted the whole living room. And now there's a technique called cutting in, which is where you want it to, like, just look perfect at the edges. And I saw the edges that they've done, and it was great, but I thought I want it to look like a certain way. So I said to Sanj, I'm going to try and go over it myself tomorrow. Just one wall. I'm going to do one wall and one part cutting in at the top and just see how it turns out. Because I want it to look like exquisitely smooth at the corners.
Sorry, so they've already used a technique which looks really good, but you want to use a better technique or different technique?
No, so I just want to do the stuff that I've seen on YouTube, which is the actual cutting in technique, which is where you take the brush, you run it up against the side, and it just goes smoothly in a straight line. At the moment,
they didn't do that. I thought you said they used the cutting in technique.
No. At the moment, there's like bits of paint on the skirting at the top or like on the bottom, and I just want to get it looking all like perfectly smooth. So I'm gonna give that a go and see how that turns out. But yeah,
what's the plan with the wall behind you here?
There is a plan. This is kitchen. Kitchen's like a job for a couple of years. Yeah, that's definitely a job for a couple of years.
Kobe's little bent. I've just realised.
Nah, I put the spirit lever on it. It's correct.
Okay, then it's the camera. It's making it look bent. Yeah,
probably.
It's interesting.
There you go.
DIY, man. Do it yourself if you can.
I mean, everyone can. It's do it yourself well. Okay, that's what it is.
Oh, this is brilliant, man. This is just
you need to
time lapse, or you need to. So within you doing this stuff, any like mini frustrations? You having mini digs at each other?
Loads. So I start off with really high.
Wait, please. You must have used your killer phrase.
Which one?
What do you think? You must have. Like, Sandra must have
I don't
asked you
think I
something.
said, what do you think? I think I said, like, where is it? There comes a point where when you're doing the work and you're using the same 6 tools, you start getting frustrated at yourself for not keeping the tools in the same place. But it's because you're moving along walls and they're not next to you and you don't want to step on like Genji or something. So you're like, where's the brush? And you're like, where's the fucking brush in your head? And you're like, oh, there it is. You pick it up and you brush it down. You're like, okay, cool. Where's the Genji? Where's the fucking I just had them. Like, what am I doing? And then, you find it. You're like, John Leaker. And you do that loop again and again. Then there's obviously tiredness, frustration, time against the clock. And you're thinking, God, I've got to do so many more of this.
Yeah.
And you're getting worn down. You start off with great ambitions. And then halfway through, you are flagging. Yeah. You're covered in sweat. Especially when you're wallpapering high up and your arms are hurting, your shoulders. You're like, oh my God, what is this? Like, parts of your body you didn't know exist are hurting.
Yeah.
Right?
Because it's not even what you do in the gym, isn't it? Like, it's not like you go to the gym and like, right, so today for half an hour, he's going to have this barbell and you're just going to stand there.
That's it.
And I'll see you in half an hour. Like, you just don't do that, right? So, so then you do this stuff. I remember once I had to hold like a mini chandelier.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I wasn't fine. I was like, oh, okay.
It's like how if you tie a bug for the first time in a very long time, your arms start hurting because you're not used to having your arms up that high for so long. And then eventually you do that every day for a week and you're like, it's easy. But the first time you've done it, after a while, you're like,
you take a break.
Your arms start going down. You're like, oh, I gotta stop.
There's points where you leave the lad and you're just like, shake it out.
Yeah, shake it out. Get some circulation back in the shoulders and then go again.
Or even, so maybe we'll talk about it later in what's happening now, but the cloud cricket, right? When we got there, Harvey had the 2 speakers at his car.
Yeah.
And I picked it up and I was like, this is light, man. And I was like, Harvey, I'll take both, man. But that walk from the car.
That massive loop around the boundary.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, this is like resistance training, man. I got like halfway and I was like, oh my God. Like, your arms are locked out straight. But then he's there like with his daughter and I'm like, come on. I got very close.
Big man here,
and I had to stop, put it down. I was like, he's like, shaking. I was like, no, I can do it now. Like, it's within distance walking. Then we got there and the bloody door was closed. But yeah, that picking something up, putting it down is one thing, but keeping it held.
Farmers carries, basically. That's what you did.
Yeah. Strongman, they're doing strongman competitions. That's it. Farmers carry. Yeah. So this is, not. Bal's going to come in on this. I know Bal's going to comment on this.
He doesn't do the farmer carry thing much, no.
Doesn't he? Right. No. Good lad, Bal. Yeah. Good lad. So DIY. So
DIY sing, man.
Much to do.
Good life skills. Hopefully, I'll teach this to one of the kids in the future. Whether it's my niece, nephew, we have our own kids, whatever. Right? It's good life skills, and I'm glad I've learned it. Hopefully, I'll get better at it. But tiring.
I can imagine, dude.
The piscina, man. The flipping piscina. You admit? My God.
All right. Here's another phrase for you. Did you get pitch pitch?
Back.
Not pitch. Pitch. This is like...
Pitch is behind.
No, it's pitch here.
Okay. So what's pitch pitch?
Yeah, pitch pitch is like... Pitch is like, right, it's hot and you get sticky. See,
thankfully, we haven't got... The weather isn't too hot, but if we did do that, oh man, I can imagine. I can imagine.
Right, like sticky and sweaty, and you're just like, oh God.
Yeah. If we did this at peak heat wave a couple of weeks ago, that would have been difficult. Very difficult.
You would have been
Aggie.
You would have been you would have been on like a little stool, painting in a banana gacha. That's you saying with your hair out, your Jesus vibes. You would have been just gacha singing it.
I feel it, man. I feel it.
But your neighbors, they're all into it, man. Like I told you that. So guys, Indy's beautiful house, the 3rd, Desi Manzil, right? Which to get there, you have to climb
the peak
stairs
of Everest,
like this, right? It's the peak of Everest, but the temperature up there is like a volcano, right? So it's like Everest, but it's warm. And there's one day recently when I was there, and I woke up in the morning and I was just like, my God, it's so hot, right? And I got to the window and I just see all of Indy's neighbors engaged in, mainly on the right-hand side when you're looking out, engaged in like complex conversation. They got mature gardens and exchanging techniques. I'm like, my God, these guys are on it, man.
Yeah, bro.
I know, on it.
Yeah.
And yeah. But then you look on the other side and you got some houses which just
neglected. Yeah. So there you go.
There you go. It's like, right, got the range here. Okay.
I pulled out a bunch of weeds earlier today with Sanj in the grass, and then you had to put down fresh compost, all this stuff with grass seeds, all that stuff, man. You could show the card. I don't know what it is.
There's weeds.
Okay.
This is Indyanddr.
Okay.
Looking at the weeds. Indyanddr. Frustratingly looking at the weeds.
So Sanj pulled out a bunch of them today, which is nice of her, and then I put down the fresh compost and seeds, which is nice. So hopefully, give it a few months, it'll come through nice.
Does Sanj share the same dushmani against the weeds like you do?
Yes, she hates it.
Are you united?
Yes.
Multiculturalism's working.
United against hate, united against weeds. That's us, man.
There you go. I mean, listen, Indy, marriage isn't hard, is it? You got to find the common enemy. The common enemy is?
Weeds. Thank you.
That's
and
all it
DIY.
took, man. All it took. DIY. Very good.
All right, last seg.
Lovely.
Before we jumped into what's happening, I've got a request out to the audience. Please tell me places, Desi restaurants in Birmingham that you guys recommend for a 70th birthday. Obviously, I would have gone to Five Rivers, but I don't want to redo my dad's birthday. And this is for my mum's birthday. So please recommend, drop us below. I would have put it on the Instagram story as well. Please tell me your top places you recommend. I don't trust Google reviews because they're done by Gore, not by Apane. And I trust Apane to rate Apane food. So help a brother out, Thank you.
You
got nothing to say? Okay, all right.
Well,
follow up off that?
Well, you didn't come to ask me, did you?
I mean, you can,
the followers.
but I know you will rate the Five Rivers.
What's the point?
You'll rate Five Rivers, I know you will.
Don't come and ask me now once you've made your decision.
Go on, Gordon. I know you're dying to tell me.
Are you gagging for it? No, that's fine. I think that's reasonable. Depends what kind of vibe you're going for, isn't it?
A 70th birthday vibe.
Yeah, no, but a lot of people now do kind of like, they do a mixie, but they have like a private function room within the mixie. That's become more a popular thing. It's a bit more casual, it's relaxed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, depends on what mom's into, isn't it? Is she like formal dining? Is this whole party vibes? Is it restaurant vibes?
I think of the restaurant vibes are fine.
Does it have to be Punjabi then or not?
It doesn't have to be, but I know that would be preferable.
Yeah. I mean, Five Rivers worked well because they got that big space, which allows...
Yeah, I know.
No, just because you're not in a private area.
But also, I don't want to just do a redo of my dad's birthday. That's not very special for someone.
So I don't understand. Give me an example of what's not the opposite to that. What's different to that?
What do you mean?
So if you just did what happened there, but in a different restaurant, is that what you're saying is different enough? It's just a different venue?
It's a different venue, different people. I wanted to feel somewhat, special. Got it. Like thought has gone into it, etc.
Cool. I'll have a think.
Thank you. Right.
One thing. Oh, actually, no. Here's an idea for you. It's not a restaurant per se, but I've seen people do it. Only problem is when's Mom's birthday? Which month?
September.
Weather dependent, but people do this idea where they just they host in the garden and they get food carts and they do it like a bit of a Digbeth food festival type thing.
Don't give my dad ideas.
Well, no, I'm giving you the ideas.
Yeah,
CSK.
Okay. I will not take that on board. Thank you.
What do you think would happen if you ran with that, sorry?
I know that if I host something at my mum and dad's house, my mum will go into full-blown host mode and she will not enjoy herself and she'll burn herself out. The objective here is to get mum to not do anything.
Right. So
take
what I'll do
out
is
of her environment.
You can hire my garden, get the food carts.
Can do.
Yeah. There you go. Hosting negated. Access. I'll put a few bouncers in. Okay. Keep the riff-raff out. Keep all your fans out, Indy.
Perfect, right? Mate. Perfect.
There you go, son. Five Rivers, right. 2 doors down.
Imagine that. Fucking, oh, God. All right. Let's skip ahead, please. Yeah.
Done.
So we had cloud cricket. That was fun. People, I think Aman's going to be making a video about that. So we will post that up. We also did the pod with Aman and Amrit, Cloud 9000. Previous pod. Please check that out as well. Let us know your thoughts.
Fiery pod, man. Didn't think going to that thinking it'd be a fiery pod.
I mean, it was the day after the elections, but yeah, what did you expect?
Indy and Amrit united. These two lefties.
Not really.
Yeah. Holding hands. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Not really. No.
No, it was nice. It was nice. There was some unexpected parts of the pod. I thought it was a really good pod. We went for a really well-deserved good munch afterwards, which we'll talk about in a second. But let's talk about the cricket first. I think you performed very well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. It's very, very kind of you.
You know, someone who... But then you did tell me your backstory was you actually did grow up watching cricket and you knew stuff about the Ashes and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, you're not a complete novice when it comes to cricket.
Yeah, I know a lot about historical cricket. I just don't know about today's cricket.
No, which is fine.
Ashes 2005 series, I was on it.
Yeah, man.
I knew everything. Okay.
Nash and everyone, Hogarth.
And then after that, I was lost. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
When England got whitewashed in Australia, I gave up. Okay.
But the technicalities
Flint
of
off on the pedalo, all that stuff, gone.
Have you seen Flintoff now since his accident?
No.
Oh, type in Flintoff. Type in Freddie face post accident.
Oh, mate. Oh, dear.
Obviously, they're doing the best they can. He was on Top Gear, wasn't he? He had that accident where he...
Is his face just rearranged forever now? Is that it?
Yeah.
Damn. There you have it.
But good that he's obviously back involved in England cricket. Ooh. But yeah, you kept calling the twos, doubles.
Yeah, doubles, triples, let's go.
But I felt you were just pissing me off afterwards. You were just saying...
Of course I was.
Me off. Yeah. It was good. Once we got into the groove of things, it was really fun actually commentating.
I said a couple things that I probably shouldn't have. So apologies to anyone.
Well, we had Sanj on the side trying to find all these sexual innuendos. And
She did.
Yeah.
Apologies to anybody who got upset with the funny comments I made. But yeah, there were a couple of golden opportunities I couldn't pass up. Sorry.
Yeah. It's good. I could definitely see myself doing some more commentary on various sports. I think it'd be funny. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that was nice. Apart from the weather being a bit dirt, the podcast is good. The Mixie, which
hang on, no, stop. Let's give people the shout outs first. So there was a brother and sister combo who came to come and see us. Super nice. Shout out to Manny and his sister Rani. Very nice of them to come through. They were actually helping at the Sikh soup kitchen around the corner on the day.
Yeah.
And they came to us to go and see. Afterwards, they were going to go to their nephew's birthday. So super nice of them to say hi. Much love to you both. And it was lovely meeting you guys. And the day before, we went to the Arboretum, remember? For the food.
Shindy's birthday.
And we met Jazz Desi at Warsaw Arboretum for food. Walking in, entrance, she said, "Oh, what's your guys' stuff?" I was like, "Thank you. Appreciate
Very
it."
nice, you Jazz.
So there you go. That's my shout outs done. Sorry.
So we went to the Royal Oak, which is also called Soho Oak, and Indy was very confused.
You mean Soho Tavern?
Soho Tavern, Soho Oak, Royal Oak.
It's called Soho Oak. It wasn't called Royal Oak.
Oh, wait. No, Royal Oak is another one, isn't it? That's a different one. That's on...
Do you see why I was so fucking
Soho
confused?
Oak. Yeah. You're like, what's your postcode, man? It's taking me here. Where am I? Where are you? And then I gave you the postcode. You're like, I'm here.
Yeah. I just thought, no, but it says Tavern. And we didn't want to go to Tavern. What? So we went to Soho Tavern in West Brom.
Yeah, basically. But not the original Soho Tavern. I think that's what was going on.
No, this is a new one. And I said to Aman, why is it, you said Soho Oak? He said, no, it used to be. It isn't. I said, bullshit. Then he showed me the menu and it says Soho Oak. I was like, okay, I take it back.
Yeah.
Then we saw the Portugal-France penalty shootout.
Was France?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, it's France. Yeah.
We made it there just in time for extra time and penalties. And right next to us was a table of people celebrating his 21st birthday.
Yep, correct.
And I thought, it's fine, don't worry. A couple of the guys kept standing up in front of us to watch the penalties, and we had to ask them to sit down or stand out the way. And one of the guys was smashed. Like pouring his drink down himself, smashed. Yeah. And unfortunately for us, he recognized us. First,
he recognized Amrit.
He never recognized Amrit. He's
Amrit.
Like, you! I know you! You're on YouTube! Yeah! And I know you! He's pointing at Doctor now. You're on TikTok and Instagram! I know you! I know you! And I was like, fuck. Okay. Great. Man was smashed. Slurring his words, having a great time.
He fell in love with Indy.
And then he kept coming over to talk to us, and I was like, he's
to you.
Just trying to watch
the goal is, and obviously we have peripheral vision, right? Which is, I know he's looking at me. So he wants eye contact so you can start the conversation. But my nigger is here at the TV.
On the TV.
Right? I'm there. I'm locked. I'm like, I know you're there. I'm here.
Speaking to the mic.
I'm here. I know you're there, right? So eventually what will happen is he'll lose interest in me and he'll go towards Indy.
He'll be fine, right?
And he keeps looping the same conversation with Indy again.
And I'm just looking at him like, please stop. I just want to enjoy the football.
Yeah.
And then I was watching the football and I was trying to react to the football, hoping he'd back off, but no, he kept doing it. Then eventually he came back to you. And what did he do to you, Karan? The guy comes up to you, he's like, you did this really funny reel? Yeah, this really funny reel. And you were like, what, the Jazzy B one called a penis? And he was like, no, not that one. What was it? And I was like, geez. We're in a family restaurant, man. God. This is in between penalties. I'm like, why are you gyrating, humping the air? Stop it, man. Like, please. And I just thought this is so embarrassing.
To give context, that's the Adesanya. That's what he was doing.
Yes, it is. Then the penalties were done. We're like, lads, let's fucking go because this guy is being clingy. And then we leave. And what does he say to you?
I saw you bigger, you know. Like, I'm bigger than you. I was like, okay.
I was like, everybody. I like you. I like your videos on Instagram and TikTok. And I was like, oh, geez, man, you are not looking good right now, my brother. So their name will be kept anonymous because I didn't want to out. But man, that was I think, and his family was looking like, oh dear.
I think Indy won. Yeah, they're like, oh, does he watch these two on OnlyFans? He's like, this is like, like paniki there.
Okay, no. Oh God!
Oh, Indy! You should have
in those moments
signed autograph.
In those moments, I realized I'm very glad. I'm very glad that we don't drink. Okay.
You're like, the fame isn't worth it, is it, Indy?
Clearly not, mate. Yeah.
There you go. But then, yeah, big man's in it.
Wild.
How was your? How was your chitor the next day?
My what? Sorry.
Chitor.
Oh, my chit.
Yeah.
My chit was in pain, bruv. I woke up that morning. I sent you the picture of me and my parent on the floor. Like, yeah, here we go.
Here we go, boys. Round one.
Banish the demons, mate. And the demons were banished, mate. I'm telling you that much.
Aaron made a good point, actually, though, at the table. He was like, most people will know this, right? The masala chips are there, or the chili chips, whatever you're having, right? You know what this will do.
You're eating them and you're like, I know the price of pain.
You know it's a delayed, like you talk about delayed gratification, this is delayed pain, right? It's inevitable.
That's it. It's coming.
The degree to which it happens is variable.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So you even look at the masala chip and you start, right?
He gives you the rumbles immediately.
Like, but you still eat it and it's so good. And what I do rate about Tavern, the color of the mint sauce is radioactive. It's the
radioactive
perfect,
green.
I hate a pale green mint sauce. A pale green mint sauce. Yes, exactly. And it looks like it's vomit or it's diseased or it's old, it's gone off, it's like woolly. Whereas when it's radioactive green, you're like, this looks man-made. Like, this doesn't look like natural. Like, this has been made in some sort of lab, but I want to eat it. Oh God, I'm getting cravings now, Andy. You know when you get the naan and you just like some point you finish your paneer and you finish your main sabji or whatever and you just got chips and you're like, oh, I'll have the naan in the chip and then put it in the sauce. You're like, oh my God, this is like
basically carbs on carbs on carbs.
Yeah, there's no value in this, but it's so good.
I went to school with a guy who would go home every night and he would have mashed potato in bread.
Wow.
And I just thought, oh, fuck it now, man. The carbs you're taking in there, Jesus. He was a unit. Yeah.
I'm just thinking what I just described there is probably like a chip butty, isn't it? Like a Desi chip butty.
Yeah. Desi chip butty's fine, but mashed potato in bread, bruv.
Bro, like, what are you doing? Yeah. I remember when you're young, you don't think about these things. I remember once having like jacket potato beans and then like a packet of crisps. I was like, and then you get older, you're like, oh, that's potato. That's also potato. No, it's just both potato in different forms. Like, what you doing?
I used to love a crisp sandwich, man. Oh, banging. So good.
One. Crisp sandwich and throw in some gatti. Oh my God.
No, that's too much, man. Relax.
Try it. Just try it. And if you want the actual crisp of choice for this, the optimal crisp of choice is a hula hoop. Try it.
Onions, hula hoop, and bread.
Oh, bro. Don't knock. You see, you can't comprehend it. You can't comprehend it. Try it.
I worked with a guy who ate an onion raw Like, we sat there, sat there and we're like, we don't believe you. Like, what's your party trick? He said, I can eat an onion raw. We're like, bullshit. And his last day as he was leaving, he pulled out the onion and he just bit into it straight. He's like, it's lovely. And I was like, no, mate, it's fucking not. It's disgusting.
I was
and he had these big gnashes as well. You know, you have veneers. He had big veneers. And I was like, oh, God. I'll never get that sound out of my head. The crunch of that onion.
I was at Gurdwara a few weeks ago. And it's not Karma Gurdwara, the one you came to that time for Sukhmani Sada Part. Different Gurdwara. Ishad Darbar. And it was in the Langar Hall. And I was standing talking with somebody. And I was like, what's happening? What's happening to my eyes? You know, when you get that. I was like, I don't have hay fever. And I turned around and I saw there's a Baba there chopping the onions. And I was like, oh my God, he's so far away. But it's still affecting me. I was like, I need my goggles. Where's my protection? Where's my goggles? So I continued this conversation with the person. I just closed my eyes. I was like, Hanji. Hanji. Yeah. I was like, it's too much pain.
He was sitting there like, I'm meditating as well. He's just speaking to me, Faji.
Oh my God.
I'm feeling at one with God right now.
You know what it is as well? It's like people look at you and they don't take it seriously. It's like I in that moment, I understand how you must feel when I take the piss out of you and I'm like, this stuff isn't real, there's nothing there, whatever. And then I'm there like, no, it's real. Why is it? I can't open them. Like, stop pretending. I was like, I really can't open them. Like,
exactly. Bun you got it, right?
Yeah.
Also, recommendation Samoseh, Sanitas in Great Bar.
Oh, here we go.
Top
yes.
tier Samoseh, but you have to call ahead and get the recommendation.
Fresh batch.
You have to get them freshly made.
Yeah.
Right? You can't be doing this turn up on the day. No, they're gonna fob you off. Get them made in a batch. Go to it. Oh, I convinced Sanj that this is the best samoseh she had, and she said they are the best samoseh I've had. So Birmingham samoseh greater than London samoseh. Case closed.
A samosa cannot contain sweet corn.
It didn't contain sweet corn from what
good.
I remember.
I'm just saying.
It just had the good aloo stuffing, and you know the edge was proper crispy. Oh, the edge of it was so crispy.
Who said? Oh, give Sanj. What does Sanj discover?
Someone at fucking Cloud Cricket ate the samosa and left the crust.
Who was it? What kind of sick individual leaves the crust of the samosa?
Now, but I turned to Sanj and said, hang on. When you eat pizza, you leave the crust. She's like, that's different. I said, no, it's not different. No, it's not different.
No, it is different. I love crust with pizza. But I know there are some people, it's like even with bread, some people can't eat the crust, right? But samosa, it is the best part.
Why don't people eat the edges of bread? I don't get it. It's not that bad. It's beautiful.
I know. It's so nice.
Texture.
Even like crust, like Dad won't eat crust of pizza, and like he'll be walking past going towards the kitchen with his plate, and my dad,
give me the crust.
Just give me the crust. Like, come on, it's so good. Like, and the thing is, I was like, you're not being liberal with, like, you're so liberal with it that there's still pizza.
Oh man, he didn't get the gnashes all the way at the edge.
It's not like clean. It's not like when you're going around the edges of the car. It's not like that. I was like, give me that. It's fine. Yeah, crust good. Crust good. Skin's good. Like cucumber with skin. Yeah.
People cut off skin of cucumber. Fuck, it's too far. Going too far.
Shillati.
Take off the skin. I think that is actually no. One last thing. Okay. I didn't know you can't call people a melon on Instagram, and I did call someone a melon on Instagram, and they complained to Instagram support, and we got banned from going live for one day. So I was like, I didn't know calling someone a melon was abusive.
What?
This is a long time ago.
Why are you telling me now then?
Because it's on the thing I was supposed to say, but I didn't know that calling someone a melon was abusive. So now fruits are abusive. Okay, cool.
Wow. Try tosspot. Call someone a tosspot. See what happens.
Yeah, maybe. I just didn't think that melon was that bad though. Like, I'm like, you melon. You know what? What's wrong with that?
Just put it in Panjabi next time. They won't understand. You kharbuja. You tell them. You aloo bukhara.
There you go.
That's it, mate.
Everything's gone a bit bubble gosha shaped, hasn't it?
Oh, right? Yes, mate. Mate, that is it. That's number one reel, that is.
There you go. And on that note, people, we'll catch you next week. Please like the video on the way out. Much love.
Peace.
Bye.
Thank you guys for watching. Check out the rest of our episodes here and don't forget to subscribe here. We'll see you guys on the next one.